footballing nations in Africa?
Yes, there are only 10 best footballing nations in Africa.
Number 10.
Number 10 is South Africa. They won the 1996 Africa Cup of Nations on home soil. They have qualified for FIFA World Cup 3 times, including 2010 as hosts. South Africa boasts of having very talented players as a symbol of national pride, and therefore making Bafana Bafana from South Africa the 10th best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 9.
Number 9 is Ivory Coast. The best performance Ivory Coast ever did at FIFA World Cup is exiting at group stage in 2006 and 2010. Ivory Coast has produced formidable players like Solomon Kalou, Didier Drogba, Yaya Toure, Kolo Toure, and many others. Ivory Coast is still nurturing many other new talents, and therefore making Ivory Coast the 9th best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 8.
Number 8 is Egypt. Egypt has won Africa Cup of Nations 7 times, and they have qualified for FIFA World Cup 3 times. Their best performance was in 1934 when they finished 13th. Egypt is a very formidable force, and they have produced a number of talented players like Mo Salah, and therefore making Egypt the 8th best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 7.
Number 7 is Algeria. Algeria has won 2 Africa Cup of Nations in 1990 and 2019. Algeria has regularly qualified for FIFA World Cup, and their best performance was in 2014 when they reached the round of 16. Algeria has produced formidable players like Riyad Mahrez, Yassine Brahimi, and Islam Slimani, and therefore making Algeria the 7th best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 6.
Number 6 is Ghana. Ghana has won Africa Cup of Nations 4 times, and they have qualified for FIFA World Cup several times. They have produced formidable players like Asamoah Gyan, Andrew Ayew, Michael Essien, and many others, and therefore making Ghana the 6th best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Nigeria. Nigeria has won Africa Cup of Nations 3 times, and they have reached the knockout stage in the FIFA World Cup 3 times. They have produced formidable players like JJ Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, Victor Moses, Obi Mikel, among others, and therefore making Nigeria the 5th best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Senegal. Senegal has consistently qualified for FIFA World Cup, and in 2002 they reached the quarterfinals where they were narrowly edged out by Turkey. They have produced very talented players like Alhaji Diop, Papa Diop, Sadio Mane, and many others, making Senegal the 4th best footballing country in Africa.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Tunisia. Tunisia has won Africa Cup of Nations once, and they have qualified for World Cup 5 times. Their best performance was in 1978 when they reached the round of 16. They have very many talented players both in Tunisia and Europe, making Tunisia the 3rd best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Cameroon. Cameroon has 5 Africa Cup of Nations titles. They have qualified for FIFA World Cup 7 times, and in 1990 they reached the quarterfinals. They have produced very many players who are legends like Roger Milla, Patrick Mboma, Rigobert Song, and Samuel Eto'o, making Cameroon the 2nd best footballing nation in Africa.
Number 1.
Number 1 is Morocco. Morocco has qualified for FIFA World Cup 5 times, and they have an Africa Cup of Nations title. In 2022, they displayed a formidable performance in the 2022 Qatar FIFA World Cup by reaching the semi-final. Morocco has talented players who are playing in top clubs in Europe, making Morocco the best footballing nation in Africa.